All right, everybody, welcome back. It's episode 9. We're back. We're here with two of the original 6, I guess, or 8. Well, I always get that confused, but two of the original owners, Mikey Kroll and Andrew Kroll. And I'm going to dive right in. Episode 9. I will tell you that our viewership is growing. If I look over on YouTube, we're getting a lot of activity. We're getting sponsors are asking to get involved, but I'll control that as commissioner. And Mikey, we will get into, and don't let me forget, the keys to the house, right?
Yep.
You got to give up the keys to the house. You have no standing in the league anymore other than a league owner, but you're behaving as if you're still commissioner. So we'll get into that in a minute. I wasn't going to bring it up, but I thought I was going to have your brother on here, but I guess your daddy pulled him aside and he can't be on the show. So let me just get into episode 9 real quick. I was so devastated last night, and I don't know if anybody saw the route. Did anybody see the route that Jamar Chase ran and what the Lions defender did?
I was on my way back. I didn't watch a second of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big move. It was just a boom, boom, and no one near him.
He turns right to the left and he was gone. Yeah.
Mikey, I was at 95%, I think, Andy?
Yeah,
95% late.
I want to say Andy is historically a complainer.
Yep.
He got very lucky with that. When he gets 70 points in about 10 minutes span.
He did. He had 70 points in 10 minutes span. So I feel like my analogy would, I feel like the Eagles, who blew a big lead to a weak Denver offense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Miami's disgusting. They lost the game they should have won easily. The Bills, I don't know what happened up in Buffalo last night, but that was atrocious. But worst of all, I don't know if you got a chance to watch the Cardinals game, Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, that was bad.
What's the so? I feel like those guys. You think they have a hard time? I had a much worse night than those head coaches. I'll tell you right now. I don't know what Andy. I asked you the guy. What's Mercado?
Amari DiMercado. Yeah.
Amari DiMercado. Who somebody just picked him up last week. Who had him on their roster?
Somebody picked him up and I dropped him.
Yeah, but somebody has him on the roster this week to play.
Uncle Gary did, I think.
I think Uncle Gary did, but it cost him. But Uncle Gary won anyway. But anyway, I just wanted to get that. What's that?
No, I was going to say I have Michael Carter, which is good for me because that guy is not playing next week.
No, that guy. I tell you what,
he might get 2 fourth quarter carries. That's it. But he's not.
Yeah,
Michael Carter's going to get.
Yep, Mikey. I'm going to get into the veil of weakness that I think your team has. Right, your team. You had a great couple weeks, right? I think your team is not good. So don't get wrapped up. I know you had a bunch of bye weeks. You got incredibly lucky this week, but you won, and that's all that matters. Or you're going to win. But I want to step back. I thought I was going to. Yeah, no, I'm not. You won. I lost to Andy, but I want to go. I like to cover the predictions, and I had covered them with Maddie. I thought he was going to join us today as a co-host, or your daddy. They both get some predictions, but Maddie for the year before this week was 3-7. He was 0-5 week 1, and then he was 3-2 in week 2. Right, so he hasn't done predictions every week like he used to do. But the kid's working hard. He's making bank. So week 5, let me go through his predictions. Right, where he's at right now. He had Ryan beating Mikey. Nope. Right, so now he's 3-8. He had me beating Andy. Unfortunately, that's wrong. 3-9. He had, I guess, who was Maddie playing?
My dad.
He played his dad. Your daddy smacked him, right? So now he's 3-10. He had David Jr. winning, so he's 3-11. And right, so he's got Chi-Chi, and he has Chi-Chi winning, but that doesn't look good either. So he's either 1-4 or 0-5 for week for his third week of predictions. So it's just awful. So he'll either be 3-12 or 4-11 in 3 weeks of predictions. No, I tell you what, I don't think I'll take predictions from him anymore.
Yeah, waste of time.
He talks about the one game 5 years ago that he predicted the tie, and nobody cares, right?
That's pretty cool. But yeah,
he did have, and I want both your opinions. He did have for the playoffs. He had himself, which I think he just did that. I don't know why he did. Or this is who he had out for the playoffs. He had himself out. He had David Jr. He had Pat Jr., which I agree with, and he had Mikey out. Now, Mikey, you might be the hottest team in the league right now.
He predicted this.
He had you out
this
of
past week.
It was this week. Yeah, episode 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he had you out. But if you have to look at it right now, right? So we're almost halfway to the. I mean, we play 14 weeks, and then we do playoffs. So we're already getting into week 6 conversations, right? What was this week? This was week 5. So who do you see now, right? So everything got turned on its head this week. Your daddy is all of a sudden playing lights out, right?
Yeah, good ball.
You're playing good. Your team was awful 2 weeks ago. I don't know what you tell us a little bit about what you did. And now Andy's back from the dead because Andy was done. Andy was done. He was 1-4. It was over. And now he's back from the dead. And there's a host of teams at 2-3 after this week. There's a couple teams at 4-1. There's no undefeated teams anymore. And then there's David and Maddie at the bottom of the barrel. So, Mikey, tell me, I'll go to you first. Tell me who comes out of this in the playoffs right now.
Who makes the playoffs? My 6 teams that make the playoffs.
Who makes the playoffs?
I'm going to look at matchups. I think both me and Ryan from this matchup make the playoffs. I think.
And you're what, 3-2 now, Mike?
Yeah, I'll be 3-2.
You're 3-2, and Ryan's 4-1. Okay, I agree with that.
I think Christian and John both make the playoffs. So now we have 4 teams. Okay. I think Dave. There's no chance David makes it. 0 chance.
No, I doubt it. I don't see Mike.
There's 0. David has 0 chance. Matt could get hot, but his team is bad.
His team's hot. See, here's what I'd argue that David. Listen, I don't think either of them are getting in the playoffs. David's team's not bad. David just never wins a game where it's close. He never gets that Jamar Chase touchdown at the end to win it. He gets the opposite. But Maddie's he's out. Maddie's out. Maddie. I don't know if I'm going to have him back on the show the rest of the year.
So I think the 4 we have missed it. I think David, Matt.
Yep.
My dad has played 2 good weeks in a row, but his team isn't too good on paper.
Yep. I agree.
And I think with the most recent injury, I think Andrew misses the playoffs. Hampton's out. Jamar Chase had a miracle 70 points in the fourth quarter. Yep. He was going 1-4. His team does not look great, especially with Hampton going out.
Yep.
So I love Hampton. I love Hampton.
But who's close with Andy, right? So Andy's on the bubble, it sounded like you were saying, and I don't disagree with anything you said. But who's on the bubble with Andy? If you had to put one other team, who's that bubble team?
I mean, you'll be 2-3. Christian will be 2-3, or I don't know. I think those are the clear 4. I think 1 through 7 in our league is very close. I think David, my dad, and Matt are the 3 clear worst teams. I think that anyone else can come out of that top 7.
Okay.
Ryan's team is really good, though. I think his team's really good.
Yep. Andy, what are you thinking?
Yeah, just happy to be on. Unfortunately, it's in my contract. Before I get going, I just want to shout out our sponsor.
Yeah.
If there's one thing fantasy football gives you, it's headaches. No better way to combat a headache than with Advil. Pop these suckers.
Yep.
There it goes. I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna say real quick. Mikey said 1-7 is mixed. I would even say 1-9 is close, and there is such a big drop off from the 9th best team to Maddie's team. I think it's one of the worst fantasy football teams I've seen in a couple of years.
Yeah.
And I think to miss the playoffs, I think it's going to be Maddie. I think it's going to be Uncle Gary. I think there's going to be a historic Pat Connolly skid.
Yeah. Well,
and I thought about that, but it's going to be fun.
And I think David misses it as well, just because 1-4 is a tough hole to climb out of.
But didn't Pat Jr. I don't know if he missed the playoffs, but he started the 1 year 6-0, and then I think I don't know if he won the rest of the year.
He does that a lot, yeah.
Yeah. But he did put players in.
I think he ended 6-7.
6-7. I don't know if he made the playoffs. I don't remember, but it was bad.
No, I think he was just like bad. Maybe a first round exit or something like that. Uncompetitive playoff matchup.
Yep. So let me just run back through week 5 in the NFL. Some of my comments. So Mikey obviously gives Ryan his first loss. I think Ryan is still the number 1 seed. And like we said, Pat's going to be 4-1, but the thing is the nipples are going to be 4-1, right? So we're not I don't think we talk enough about the nipples, but we're going to get back to that. So, Mikey, you beat up Ryan. You give him his first loss. Ryan refuses to come on with guests. He wants to be a solo guest. I told him nobody tells me how to run my show, but I'm just telling you what his attitude is, and maybe it's a good attitude to be tough. Maybe I don't know, but that's his stance, and hopefully we'll have him on. But I don't know if he's going to come on with anybody else. But Mikey or Roe, I don't know if it's Roe's team, and you got criticized, and Roe got criticized a few weeks back for her involvement. But you moved to 3-2, right? Seems like you kind of turned things around. You made some nice moves. Tell me a little bit, Mike, and quickly, what moves did you like? Your team was so awful. I still think your team is awful. But what moves did you make? Because now you're scoring 400 points. You're right there.
So I have two. I screenshotted this, by the way, today, that I want to make some comments from other league members that before Sunday's lineup. So people would agree that me, Andy, and Matt are like the three founding fathers of the league, maybe the three best owners. This is a text that I got from Andy Sunday in the group chat.
Yep.
I understand the buys and injuries are terrible. I know there's not much Mike can do, but I think this is the worst week of the lineup I've ever seen in my entire life. And I got proof of it right here.
That was before Dowdle.
I got proof of it.
Well, what do you mean?
That was before he put Dowdle in instead of Sean Tucker. Sean Tucker had 5 points.
Two players that never touched the ball.
And then so my other message was from Matt. 2 players that haven't scored a point all season is insane. And I'm going to say,
episode 8,
listen, I got some lucky. I had some crazy outings from Kendrick Bourne, Rico Dowdle. But I want to say that I think that is the best week managed of all time in this league. I put up a league high 380 with Kendrick Bourne, Rico Dowdle, Michael Carter.
Yep. I have it here. So
listen,
here's what I'm going to say, Mike, and here's where I think it's a false positive, whatever you want to call it. I don't think you want to get too excited about your schedule or your team, let's say, right? So Dowdle, I don't know if he stays in, if Hubbard comes back. I don't know what they do. I don't know how you don't play the guy. I mean, he went nuts. But there's still Chula Hubbard is RB1 on that team.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So that's never going to happen again, right? What you got out of Dowdle, right?
Of course. Yeah, I agree.
Carter, I mean, Michael Carter's numbers weren't that great, were they?
He had 50 yards, a touchdown. He caught a couple caught 5 passes. Like, he's the number 1 back now in Arizona, so he's not great, but you know.
All right. So Pickens, the thing that shocked me was when I thought Pickens was going to be your because he's the number 1 guy there now.
So did I.
But he only had 30, right? But then I get into Jason Bourne. I'll call him Jason Bourne.
It's a movie star.
I understand who he is. I'm going to call him Jason Bourne because that ain't ever that's a magic trick. That's a magic trick. That guy might not catch. Where did he come from? I don't know. I don't understand.
Listen, this is what I do.
Points.
I picked him up hours before the game. Ricky Pearsall goes out. Juwan Jennings out. George Kittle out.
Yep.
Mac Jones was a quarterback in New England multiple years ago. His favorite target was Kendrick Bourne.
So
that's why I picked him up.
Andy, get a pen and paper and write it down.
That's what I do.
Master class in fantasy football.
Yep.
Did they give you a time when you picked him up? Because I want to see how early it was before the game. 3:51 on Thursday.
You made your point. You made your point. But Mike, my point is, and Bucky Irvin now has multiple injuries. I don't know if you heard that today. He's got everything breaking down.
Yeah, I did hear that.
He might not come back the rest of the season, right?
I hear his mental state is
and his mental state's not good. I heard the same thing. I hope he's all right. So, Mike, my point on your team is great couple weeks. You're still an average team, and I don't know if I pick you to make the playoffs or not. I mean, you're 3-2, which is pretty nice, but your team's not that good.
Can I point something out? One more thing, then we'll move on.
Yeah.
Yes, Neighbors going down. Neighbors going down is tough. That's going to hurt me for the rest of the year. It's a shame. I know I had some elite production from not so elite players, but on the bench I still had Jacobs. I know. Odunze, Love, and I'm going to have Bucky for the playoff run. So I think my team, I don't think my team is great right now.
So you're calling right now that you're in the playoffs.
Oh, I'm in the playoffs.
Are you guaranteeing a playoff bid?
You give a manager like me a positive record through 5 weeks, I won't miss the playoffs. There's no way. There's no way.
Okay. Well, let's. What's your? We'll get back to schedule in a minute, but let me move on. But great example of what you did and what your mindset was as far as Mac Jones and his history, right? That's just it's brilliant.
That was a 10-minute monologue.
Well, I'm glad I listened to it because I learned so much, Andy, and maybe that's one of the reasons, Andy, that you don't excel in the league. You don't want to
know my last one.
Well, there you go.
Ooh.
So anyway, so great. Jason Bourne, I said 70. Crazy Dowdle had 89. Great week with so many buys in your lineup. So let's great week, Mike. Tip my hat. And by the way, nothing on the hat. Did you see Travis Kelce walk in tonight? I bought this hat a year and a half ago in London. No, I bought it a year and a half ago. I knew it would catch on in the States, and now Kelce and everyone else is wearing them. You see Taylor Swift wearing a hat like this. So I'm a trendsetter. You guys know I'm a trendsetter. I'm wearing the white T-shirts. That's everyone wears white T-shirts now. I don't know, So anyway, I saw Kelce with the hat. Yeah, there you go. See? And no comment. I thought you guys would comment on the Stetson. It's the Stetson, too. It's not a crappy hat. It's a good hat. Anyway,
good,
I don't know if you saw Travis Kelce today. He had the same hat on. So there you go. Okay. Anyway, I move on. Great work, Mike. So Ryan now goes to 4-1. Plays Maddie, who is the worst team in the world and was humiliated by his daddy. Humiliated.
I'm gonna predict something real quick.
Go ahead.
I think this will be one of the first 200-point losses in a couple of years.
Okay. Not a lot of buys, though. I don't think they have a lot of buys in the game.
I think this ends 208 to 411.
Okay, so wow. Okay, 208. Wow. Okay, so
it's a solid week.
You think Uncle Gary's going to go 411 is crazy. Anyway, so now Ryan's 4-1. Maddie's probably going to go. He is 1-4 after this week. If Maddie falls to 1-5, I mean, what do we? Again, I don't know if I have him on the show. I called him my co-host, but walks in with the rings. But I don't know anymore.
We should have watched the trades, Dad.
Yeah, believe me, Andy, I will, and we're going to get into that with the keys to the house, right? So Maddie probably his worst start ever. He gets Ryan next week with no buys in Ryan's lineup, which is dangerous. Yeah. Maddie will have CJ Stroud and Marks out, which nobody cares. It's irrelevant. Mikey, you might want to ping him or send him a text on what to do. But you can't trade with him because I'm going to be watching that. But he might need your help because right now he's a rudderless ship, if you ask me. So he's probably going to 1-5. We'll call it a year for Maddie. And now the big thing I wanted to talk about, and I want both of your opinions. UG is now 2-3. He failed the cognitive test on national TV, basically. But how is he? What's going on in the basement that he's now 2-3? Right, he had two very strong weeks. So 357 or 350. Right, and he had 401.
He's playing great.
He lost to the 401. Yeah, 358 this week. Yeah.
Genty and Williams have kind of woke up. This production from Quentin Johnson is going to stall. It started stalling this week.
It started stalling.
He's gonna keep on.
I disagree.
Cortland Sutton look. Oh, hey, Mike, you disagree?
No, Mikey, let him finish his thought. Mike, you gave one good point early about Bourne.
Sutton looks great. Somehow Jake Ferguson is the best tight end in football. It's going well for Uncle Gary right now. I think. Dad, I have a guest appearance that just walked into my room.
Sure. Who do you got, Andy? Hey, Bobby, what's up? Love the shirt. Looking good. Oh, he's going to get on camera.
Hey, how you guys doing? I love
Bobby.
the show.
What's up, Rob?
I watch it every week. I watch it every week.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. I'm going to send you, I'll tell you what, Bobby, because you joined, I usually don't do this, but you're a special guest. I'm going to send you some show paraphernalia. I don't know if you're allowed to wear it at Rutgers, but I'll send you some stuff that we have, some coffee mugs, some shirts. I might even sign something for you, but I don't want to get into that because then everyone's going to want it. Yeah.
The 5-0 Ryder Cup loser, though, I feel bad for you. 5-0. No trophy
I was going to bring it up. I'm glad. Well, Andy got a half a point. So, Mikey, just so you know, what Bobby is referencing is at my club this week, we had the Ryder Cup. Where, a group of us play, and we separate guys, and we play Ryder Cup format. So, your Uncle Dave was 5-0. You have 5 different matches. I won every match. Didn't lose a match. Andy was on the other team. He lost every match. He tied the last match.
He's shaking
What's
over
that?
putts.
He's
He
shaking
can't
over
play.
putts.
He can't play.
He's not a. You know this. He's not a high leverage guy.
He's not a
If he plays
guy.
around, if he plays around in the middle of July with a couple of us scrubs, he's gonna have a good round.
Lights out.
Same with fantasy.
Lights out.
Same with fancy. He plays a game
And
week
I'll tell you
7.
what,
He's gonna put up 350.
I'll tell you what, Mikey, and I don't want to get into this because he might walk off set. I went down to, where was I? I went down to Miami. He threw the hammer 35 feet. I should have gone.
Wow.
That's a low blow.
Wow. He's not a high leverage guy. Some people are like that.
He's not a high leverage guy.
He's like
a high leverage guy.
Sonny Gray on the Yankees. That's what he's like.
It's a great
Sonny Gray.
It's a great
Sonny Gray was a really
analogy.
good pitcher for Cardinals. He goes to a big market and nobody wants him there.
Zach Greinke
Zach Greinke. Yeah, you can say
in a big market wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
What's that? Is that so, Bobby? Thanks for joining us. I'll send you some. I don't know if you want to add
Thank
anything
you so
to
much,
the,
man.
to the
Just wanna say
show.
what's up. I love the show.
Thanks, buddy. Andy, let me apologize.
Straight there.
I got excited with the guest.
Yeah.
I'll edit that out.
I didn't hear a thing.
Oh, good. All
Caught a
right,
couple
good.
straight.
I'll-
Oh, really?
No, I can't.
Yeah,
My
straight
headphones.
bullets.
I was hoping for just a wave and he would F off and leave my room, but it is
No,
what it
that's
is.
okay. We love having the guest. I'm going to send him some show paraphernalia, some coffee mugs, whatever we have around the show, whatever on the set. I told him I might sign some stuff. So let's get back to UG, Mikey and Andy. He's now 2-3. He had a strong week, 357 this week, 358 and lost to you, Mike. Right? Those are 2 really good weeks.
Yeah.
And he showed signs of life a few weeks ago with 324 in the win over Andy. And now he plays Pat Jr. And Pat, no Justin Jefferson. He has the bye. And UG really has no buys this week, right? I think he's in good shape. And I'll go to Andy first because Mikey will just go back to Jason Bourne. Andy, talk to me about UG. What's changed? Do you think he can make a run and make the playoffs? Or do you think it's downhill from here? Because his team's not that good.
Here's the thing about UG. This shows what UG has done for 2 years, where we are celebrating a 2-3 start, like it's unbelievable.
Well,
I mean,
did you think he was going to go 2-3 right now after 5 weeks?
Andy,
that's
same
fine.
record as you, buddy.
I mean, I understand. You know, he's what's the record? 9-19 first 2 years.
He was 9-19. Yeah.
I expect a 6-8 season.
Well, we said
he might
he
sneak
had
in the playoffs.
He had 4 wins his first season. He had 5 wins his second season, and we said he's projected to have 6.
Also, I guarantee that he beats Pat this week.
Okay. All right, Mikey. Any thoughts about your daddy's resurgence here with 2 wins, 2-3, best record?
No,
he's ever had?
I think his team's not great, but I don't think there's like Ryan's team. I don't think there's any teams that are like, oh my god, it's like amazing. Like everyone's teams are okay. Like there's no crazy good teams right now, which we've seen in the past for sure.
Let's go to I mean, listen, he didn't play Deebo Samuel, who had 57.
Yeah, that's got to be an everyday start now. You got, especially with no Terry.
100%. And Mercado's never going to play again, so yeah, I think you got to throw him in.
Just swap those two.
I think.
What, Andy?
I think he's okay.
If I may, real quick, I was actually checking his next week matchups. Uncle Gary already set his lineup for next week.
Oh, he's ready. He's excited now.
So I don't know what's going on in that basement, but he's on fire.
Yeah, well, I will tell you, it might be a mistake. He might think it's already next Thursday. So I don't know.
His lineup looks okay.
Red flag, or if that's focus.
I mean,
it's got some good matchups too.
Basement.
How do you know that?
You just go to next week 6, and he already changed things.
He's got pretty good matchups too.
I will say the quarterback duo is pretty rough.
Yeah, he's got Pat.
Golf's
got
okay
David.
though.
He's got Christian Ryan. Yeah, What is that, Andy?
His quarterback duo leaves some to be desired, but Jared Goff gives you 40 every week. He's never going to give you 60.
Yeah, he's a solid. He's
never going to give you 25.
Yeah,
Kyler Murray's a little tough to trust right now.
Is Kyler Murray? Is he hurt? He's a question mark here.
He is questionable.
He should be all right.
Kyler Murray,
he already
I don't want
made
anything
changes.
to do with that
That's
team.
Crazy. I agree. I agree. I agree. What
I
did
don't
he
know if
have
he's
last week?
phoning
Kyler
in
Murray
Matthew
last
Berry
week.
or something for
Kyler
insight.
Murray had 38 last week, 220 yards. He throws for 20 yards every week. Unless
He's
he
averaging
runs.
37. So
Yeah.
If he runs one and then you get
I don't. He's
production,
ranked
if not,
16.
you're.
Let me ask you this. Do you play Rattler instead?
No.
Who's he playing?
They're basically both ranked the same. Good question. Rattler is playing. I'll tell you right now.
I might play Rattler.
Is
He's got some.
playing New England. He's playing New England.
Probably
Who
not.
I would stay away from. They're who's
They're a good team.
Arizona's playing Indianapolis, who's playing lights out. So I think either way it's a tough one. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, he keeps Cortland Sutton in the lineup, but he could beat Pat. I mean, he could definitely beat Pat. Which will be, I think, the beginning of the end for Pat. So let me just go back through. Where was I? So Justin Jefferson is out for Pat in a big game against UG. UG has no buys, like I mentioned. So Pat Jr. He'll be 4-1, right? He's going to win. Tied for first with Ryan. David Jr. falls to 1-4 with a bad week. He had a horrible week. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
He plays Chi-Chi, who is still in a battle with Nipples. So let me just go to Chi-Chi's matchup with Johnny right now. Johnny's at 57%.
Yeah.
He's got Kelsey, and Chi-Chi has Worthy, who was questionable early, but now doesn't have anything next to him. But Johnny's projected to win with 57. Who knows with that, right? Worthy can break a late one like Landy got lucky. But Mikey, who wins that? Who does Johnny hold on and go to 4-1, or we got a bunch of 3-2?
I think John does win. I think Kelsey actually gets a small bit of a bump with Worthy back because when there's no Worthy, you just double team Kelsey nothing over the middle and let Tyquan Thornton beat you. But now when Worthy's there, you have to watch the end around, watch the deep ball, and Kelsey can get those little 7-yard dink and dunks that add up to 7-8 catches. So I think Johnny wins, but by a couple.
Okay, Andy, any thoughts on that?
I actually think Worthy kind of goes off tonight. He had a great week last week. They got him some carries. He had a 50-yard rush. When they put the ball in his hands, he thrives. I mean, I think Worthy does great and Christian wins.
Okay, and maybe who do you play next week, John? Andy?
Let me
play
see.
the Nipples. So he's attacking. What he's doing, Mike, is he attacking the Nipples.
I don't have to worry about it.
Andy,
in terms of fantasy.
He's not even here to defend himself. Nipples goes 4-1, right? Let's assume he wins. He plays you next week, which is a huge. Every week for you is huge until you're cracking your knuckles. Every game is huge for you, right? So you have no real buys next week, so there's no excuse. I don't think Nipples has a bunch of buys at all. He I think it's matchup to matchup. Mikey, give me a prediction on Johnny versus Andy next week.
Let's see. John versus Andy.
What are you shaking your head about?
I got John.
Okay.
I got John. Andy loses Hampton.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a crazy one. I think it's 326 to 311. Johnny wins.
326 to 3. Oh, that's a good game. All right. And then Andy would fall to 2-4. Yeah. And then Cheech plays David Jr. No real buy issues. But let me ask you this: so that's actually a big game for both of them, right? Because if Chi-Chi wins, now he becomes somewhat relevant, even though I don't think much because his team's not that good. But if David wins, it's over, right? The season's over. So if you're 1-4, if you go 1-5, it's over, right? I mean, that's it.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So if Maddie and David lose, they're out, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Regarding
next week. Regarding next week versus John, in stature and fantasy skill and every aspect of life, he's always been my little brother. So I think it's kind of going to be a domination. Hampton goes out, hurts. It's like when the Giants won that big game and Malik Neighbors gets hurt. It's bittersweet. I win a huge game, have a big comeback, and now Hampton's out 4 weeks. He's one of my best players. I mean, but I think I'm going to battle McConkey. Might make my lineup next week.
Oh boy! Well, do we want to
get his first play?
So, Andy, great segue, right? So, great segue into some trade talk. So I do want to go over some trade talk and just talking to Mikey a little bit. I get so much, and I'll tell you what, Mike. I don't want to get crazy, but I will tell you, I've had Matty on the show probably 3 or 4 times. I've had you on. I think this is your second time on the show. I am so much more impressed with your preparation for the show, your preparation for your team, you diving into your thought process when you make moves.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just so you know, I'm really impressed with your approach to fantasy football and certainly to the show. But I don't want to get cheesy with you, Mike. But I tell you what I will get cheesy with, Cheeze It. If you're having people over for fantasy football to watch the games, whatever you're going to do, nothing better than Cheeze It. I'm going to have some of these buggers right now. Just got to open the bag. So I do want to get into as I
have Cheez-Its in my apartment. I almost did Cheez-Its.
Of course you do. Everyone loves Cheez-Its. So here you go.
I almost made Cheez-Its
proud sponsor of Still Match League Fantasy Football Podcast. Cheez-Its. And delicious. Poland Springs. Fresh from the ground.
Whoa.
Maine.
Sponsors
all right, so let's go into they really are. It's crazy. I'm getting texts, emails, calls every day. Let's get into, Mike. It's getting serious now. We're getting late into the year. And Andy as well. I want your thoughts. Your teams, I would say that most teams are pretty much set, right? Unless you have some injuries like neighbors. And Mike, I'll even go back to, I'll say I don't know what week you're on, week 2 maybe, where I made the comment that, hey, the waiver wire's thin. And you said, well, there's always stuff out there. You are living proof of that with some of the moves that you made, even though Bourne. But you gave me the thought process behind Bourne, which I'm still so impressed with. But tell me what you think, Mike. I'll go to you first. What do you see down the trade wire? What do you see happening in some of these teams that might make a trade? What are you interested in? Have you heard any talk out on the street about other owners wanting to make some trades? I'm going to have a Cheeze It while you answer that question.
Yeah.
2 Cheez-Its.
Well, so 2 things. The waiver wire. It seems quiet after the first 2 weeks because everyone picks up the big guys in week 1. Then the buys start to hit, and you need to hit the waiver wire. Like there's guys that you probably wouldn't be playing on a normal week, but when you have 3 running backs out and you need to play somebody, that's when the waiver wire comes down. And when it comes to trades, for me, I'll be honest, I'm always looking to trade. Always. Like you gotta.
Okay.
You can't get stagnant. Once you get okay with your team, you get complacent. One more point I want to point out, then I'll pass the mic over.
I
drafted AJ Brown,
Mike.
right?
I'm hearing some of you, but I'm going to go to Andy real quick. Andy, give me some thoughts on. Give me some. His hiccup's not working. Mikey, I'm going to just mute you for a second.
I think it's
so
on your end,
Andy.
Dave.
Andy,
yeah, it's on you, Dave.
Thoughts on trade deadlines? Anything?
Week 10 sounds good to me, and I don't really care. I just made a great trade for Jalen Waddle.
It's you.
60 point. Oh,
who'd you trade for Waddle?
Oh, we lost him.
We're having some technical issues. I'll edit it out.
I got to call him.
Hopefully we can get it on. Andy said he's calling me now, but I can't take the call. Hey, Andy.
Hey, we lost you.
Yeah, I got a connection issue. I'll wrap things up, and then we'll try to get back in with the link if you can, and let me know.
Okay, so leave and join the link again?
Yeah, I guess. Tell Mikey. I'll text the group to see if it works. I can edit this out, too. So.
All right.
All
right, he's doing a new link.
Let's see what happens. I'm going to send it back.
Leave this.
Mikey, you there? Nope. I'll tell you while I'm waiting, I'm just going to have some Cheez-Its. I send them a text and see if they can join the podcast. This is the first time we've had technical issues, but I'm sure we'll get through it. I'm going to give you my Week 6 predictions. I think Andy's joining again. I'm going to give you my week 6 predictions. Let's go to it. League schedule. So I play Mikey. I think I'm going to win that game. Of course, I'm going to say I'm going to win. Who do we got? Did anybody join it? Nope, we're still waiting for people. Let's see if they join. I'm going to give it a minute because I'm jumping around. I'll go through the standings right now. So, I think they are. You both there?
What's your that?
Did you join?
It's a good bad connection.
This is.
I don't know if they joined. Oh, here they go.
Just
99%.
Should
Mike,
we make
you
a
there?
trade live right now on air? Anybody want to trade? Wouldn't that be
Let's
electric?
see what we got.
I see. I might need
Let's
to
see.
trade for a running back now.
Who would you give me for Swift?
I don't want Swift. No one wants Swift.
What do you want?
We got
What do you,
Ryan at 4-1.
I got Jacobs and Bucky.
Pat at 4-1.
Want Michael
Johnny, if
Carter?
he wins, will go to 4-1.
No,
I drop to
definitely
2-3. Mikey gets to
No, I'm
3-2.
good. Your team doesn't make sense to trade
Christian,
with me 'cause you got Bucky
depending
Irving
on
out.
tonight,
I have
either
Hampton.
I need running backs.
Yeah,
I
think he goes to 2-3. David
What if we
falls
do,
to 1-4. Andrew goes to 2-3. Uncle Gary goes to 2-3, and Maddie drops to 1-4. So Maddie and David at the bottom. Everyone else kind of in the middle, with Ryan and Pat Jr. Ryan,
Is it a new link or no?
Johnny, and
know
Pat
what's
Jr.
going
up
on.
top. So it should be
I need a good
interesting.
sponsor.
I think we're still having some problems.
Oh, I got Josh Wine
I
and
don't know
Josh
if they-
Jacobs. Start of the week.
See if they can hear me.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad.
I don't know.
Let's see what we can do.
Jesus made me hungry.